Three Questions
by Leo Tolstoy. Once upon a time, there was a king who came up with what he considered the three most important questions in life, so he would never fail in anything he might undertake.
He proclaimed throughout his kingdom that he would give a great reward to anyone who could answer his questions and would teach him.
I will give a great reward to anyone who can teach me when the right time for every action is, who are the most necessary people, and how can I know what the most important thing to do is.
Many wise men came to the king, but they all answered his three questions differently. The king couldn't agree with anyone, leaving the king unsatisfied.
He decided to consult a hermit who lived in a wood and was widely renowned for his wisdom.
The hermit only speaks to common folk. I must dress down, and you, my bodyguards, should stay here.
Yes, Your Highness.
The hermit was a frail man who worked slowly digging in front of his hut. The hermit greeted the king.
Good afternoon.
The king said,
I have come to you, wise hermit, to answer three questions. How can I learn to do the right thing at the right time? Who are the most necessary people to listen to? And thirdly, what affairs are the most important and need my first attention?
The hermit listened to the king, but he said nothing and continued to dig.
You are tired,
Said the king.
Let me take the spade and work a while for you.
Thanks.
said the hermit. The king dug for a while and then asked the hermit again. Again, the hermit didn't answer.
Give me the spade and the rest a while.
The king did not give him the spade and continued to dig. The sun began to set. The king got annoyed with the hermit for not answering his questions.
I came to you, wise man, for an answer to my questions. If you don't have the answers, then tell me, and I will return home.
Suddenly, there was a noise coming from the bushes,
Listen, here comes someone running.
said the hermit.
A bearded man ran out of the wood holding his stomach. He was bleeding a lot and fainted at the king's feet, moaning feebly.
This man has been stabbed in his stomach.
The king cleaned and bandaged the wound as best he could. The wound was deep, so the king had to replace the soaked bandages.
The king and hermit carried the man into the hut and laid him down on the bed, then slept until morning. When the king woke up, he was surprised to see the bearded man gazing at him.
Forgive me.
Said the bearded man.
Forgive me.
I do not know you and have nothing to forgive you for.
Said the king.
You do not know me, but I know you. I was your enemy and swore to revenge you for executing my brother and seizing his property. I knew you had gone alone to see the hermit and I was going to kill you on your way back. But you didn't return. I came out of hiding to look for you when your bodyguards recognized me and wounded me. I should have bled to death, but you saved me. I'm sorry, I promised to serve you as a faithful slave.
The king was glad to make peace with his enemy. The king said he would send his own doctor to attend him and promised to restore his property. Before the king returned to his palace, he approached the hermit who was sowing seeds.
For the last time, I pray you to answer my questions, wise man.
You have already been answered.
Said the hermit.
What do you mean?
Asked the king.
Do you not see?
Replied the hermit.
If you had not picked my weakness yesterday, and had not dug this bed for me, but had gone your way, that man would have attacked you, and you would have repented for not having stayed with me. So the most important time was when you were digging the bed, and to do me good was your most important business. Afterward, when that man ran to us, the most important times was when you were attending to him. For if you had not bound up his wound, he would have died without having made peace with you. So he was the most important man, and what you did for him was your most important business. Remember then, there is only one time that is important, now, because it is the only time when we have any power.
The king learned a valuable life lesson in the answers of his 3 questions.
The end.